Hey everybody, welcome back to Football Tactics and Glory. This will be a World Cup edition, probably, of an episode, which is one of the big things that they introduced into this DLC, was the introduction of national teams, and because of that, you have the World Cup. We're going to watch a good portion of it. I'm not going to watch the group stages, and I don't know, depending on how fast these matches go, we might skip some of them and just try to get towards the end of it, depending on how long it takes. But yes, that's probably what most of this episode is going to be. Now, for some of you who are paying attention, you'll notice that Genoa FC's colors may have changed. You may also notice that we are in last place, and you may also notice that I only have 2 points, whereas I think I had like 5 or something. That's because the old Genoa FC got on a bus and went to a farm upstate. Okay, so what actually happened is I deleted the file. I was moving stuff around, accidentally deleted it, and then I had to restart the game. And instead of making you all sit through a whole nother first season of me getting my ass handed to me, I just decided to start a new game and play through that whole first season so you don't have to rewatch. I mean, not necessarily rewatch, but yeah, you don't have to watch me just constantly get pounded like 5-0. So, you're welcome. Also, welcome to the new Genoa FC. Long live the new Genoa FC. So I ended up changing some of the settings just real quick. So when I restarted the game, I changed the whole locking formation once the game starts, because I discovered that it actually wasn't I don't know if it was supposed to work like that or if I screwed it up, but I felt like I was at a perpetual disadvantage because anytime I would move, I'm just going to hit next real quick. Anytime that I would make some kind of a change, the computer would make a change too, and then I couldn't base my tactics off what they were doing, so I just always had a disadvantage, so I deselected that when I restarted. I also changed making everything cheaper, so like when I say everything cheaper, I mean like the upgrades. So like stadium upgrades, youth academy, physio, etc. Because I don't want to have to grind out an entire game's worth of just trying to get, I don't have to sell off my best players just so that I can build another level of academy or something like that. Which in the early stages isn't the worst thing in the world, but when you get further into the game, yeah, sure, like the price of stuff gets astronomical, and I just didn't want to feel like having to deal with that. So instead, I changed it so it's a little bit cheaper, so that's easier. Now the games themselves are going to be just as difficult. I left every other setting the same. I just changed things making cheaper, and then also, like I said, we're no longer locked into tactical formation. Those are the 2 things that are different. And then, of course, the big thing that's different is that Genoa FC is different technically. We're still the same club, but all the names are changed, and whatever. Like I said, so that way if you watch the first 2 episodes, you're not coming into this third one. I thought about going to a different country. I thought about starting a new team. I thought about going wherever. And I was like, well, if I did that, I don't want you guys to have felt like you wasted watching the first 2 videos, which you kind of did, but not really. Because now we're just picking up where we left off. It's just Genoa is slightly different. It's like a Genoa doppelganger, a Gen Wappelganger or something. But anyways, we'll get into the World Cup right now. So here we are. The first match that they're going to give us to watch is Germany versus Brazil in the round of 16. Head-to-head here, it says that Germany is slightly better in the average level, they're worth more, etc. So in theory, Germany should win this match, but we'll see. And once again, if we get into this and it's boring, or if I get bored, and I'm going to speed it up, if I get bored and it's taking forever in this recording, then you know what, we'll skip to the end maybe. What's his name? Okay. Hafenstengel. Alright, comes in, avoids this guy as well. He's gonna shoot. Oh, nope, he's not gonna make it. What was his control? Yeah, okay, yeah, 145 control. which seems insane considering I think our highest one right now is like 15. Alright, let's see who wins this match. It's a good slide there from Vital. Okay, he did the slidey thing and got it. Passes over here to Augusto. Shoots, and it's blocked. Okay. Oh, wow, that failed spectacularly. Alright. Brazil's in a good position here to potentially... Well, they're going to get a shot on goal, but we'll see if they score here. Nope. Denied by Tuna Hand. Tuna Hand. Yes, the one of the Knights of the Round Table. Alright, passes over to Myers. He had a direct shot and a goal for Deutschland. Yeah, alright, it's Brazil's turn to see if they can level it. I always kind of like watching these really good teams play, because I want to see the kind of formations and stuff that the computer sets up in. Because they have, for instance, they have a sweeper here in Dumoulin, but he's blocked by these two guys, so I don't really understand that, but... Alright, second half. Yeah, and also Brazil's got 3 defenders here as well, so kind of an interesting... I'm not sure how... Allegedly, they improved the AI's strategizing. Jesus. Allegedly, they improved the AI and how they select teams and how they do a whole bunch of things. So, you know, I'm kind of wondering if this is considered a better formation, having 3 defenders here and then having a couple of wingbacks, essentially. Although he's not a wingback, he's just a universal defender, so I don't understand that at all. It's almost like he's being out of... I mean, like, yeah, he's probably got the best... I don't know. I have no idea what the computer does. Kind of like this. Why would you come out, walk 2, and then pass it over here? That seems like a really bad idea to me. Especially when this guy's got his, yeah. Now you just turned it over. Why did you run back at that guy? That also makes no sense. I'm just gonna... I have... Oh, he's gonna hold on to it too. Yeah, I have absolutely no freaking clue what the point of any of this is. Honestly. This is a very confusing match. But it seems like Brazil's just completely content to potentially lose. Yep. I think they just did. Okay, maybe not. They're going to have to get a shot off and hope it goes in just to not get eliminated right here. Nope. Alright, well, they got a corner out of it. Let's see if they're able to tie it up here on their last turn. Barring a foul or something. Yeah, it's not looking good for him. They both missed out there. Yeah, and he turned it over, so Germany's going to end up winning this match. Yep. Germany's going to end up winning this match 1-0, mostly because I have no idea what the computer was doing. Like I said, it's kind of funny. I was saying, oh, they changed the AI to make them smarter and whatnot. And then they just passed around by their keeper the whole time. Whatever, on to the next match. Alright, now we got Morocco and Norway. I didn't look at... I probably should have, but I didn't look at who I would think the favorite would be based on, like, overall skill and how much they're worth and blah, blah, blah. But Morocco's already got a direct shot on Norway there, so there's that. Alright, passes it to Bue. Bue? I don't know how you pronounce that with Norwegian. Stenseth. Morocco's turn. I was kind of hoping that if I hovered around one of them, that Hakimi's name would pop up just for fun, but it's always fun when you see real-life names in their correct positions. It'd be like if this guy's name was Holland. What was that? I swear, it's like whenever people's playing against me, it's like they just go straight for the goal, they shoot, they score. Here, it's like these guys just kick the ball out of bounds over and over. You gotta score on this, bud. Or you don't. Alright, Morocco's gonna waste a turn getting to that. Probably waste another turn. Yep, they're gonna hold on to it. Alright, cool. Penalty shootout. Because we don't have extra time. Or additional time. Whatever. You know what I mean. Well, Morocco scores that one. Norway's there. Okay, denied. Okay, Norway is taking a 2-1 shootout lead. At least this is quick. Oh, and Morocco's a chance to get... Yep, there we go. See what Norway does here. Okay. Okay. Norway needs this or they're out. Okay. There's another one. There's another one. And that's it. Norway misses. Morocco wins. Yeah, what an exciting round. Okay, I know I said that I was gonna watch the entire World Cup, or at least from this point on, but I'm kind of bored out of my mind with those two, and I assume you are too. So, Italy and Germany, though, I feel like that's one we should watch. Should we watch it? I mean, Italy's allegedly better, blah, blah, blah. No, you know what? Alright, I'm going to give it one more watch. And if it sucks, then we're done. Also, how are we watching Germany again already? Unless I didn't click on all of the... Wait a second. Let me... Hold up. Quarterfinal? Okay, so apparently I screwed up? I thought I had clicked... Oh! I only clicked on half of the games, huh? Alright, well, that's not the worst thing in the world. Okay, so we got quarterfinals. So the quarterfinals here, Germany, Italy, Spain, Saudi Arabia, Argentina, Morocco, Denmark, France. Yeah, I guess I could watch the quarterfinals. We could watch the quarterfinals on, right? Yeah, that's fine. Completely confused as to why. As to why we were watching Germany. But I guess we accidentally skipped all the other matches, so don't have to care about them, I guess. Alright, well, dude just came in and lost possession to Hickey. Chiappa. It's probably Chiappa, actually. C-H-I. In Italian, it's a key. Alright. Passed it to Bursky. Hey, Bursky! Toniolo. And lost possession again. I swear to God, you guys better not be the most boring game in the world. Oh, wow, okay. Chiappa just ran over that dude. Beramoglu. To Stabler. To Hebel. And it's 1-0 Germany. It's a great passage of play there. Yeah, once again, here's another team that's using... Italy's using left wing back, right wing back, or LD and RD, and 3 defensive backs here. which is kind of interesting. Because I usually play, and I see a lot of teams play like their guys up on this line. So it's kind of interesting that they dropped back even further. But maybe because they have lots of defense. I don't know. It's like I want to believe there's a reason for it, but we'll see. Let's go slide through them. Yep. Okay, well Italy's here. Italy here has a great opportunity, maybe. Nope. Didn't get it. I kind of have a feeling that France is going to win. I don't know why, but I feel like the French national team in this game is probably the best. Or Spain. But is Spain even still in it, or Spain lose? I can't remember. Because when I look at the country rankings before we start the games, before we start a campaign, Spain's at the top. It's like Spain, England, Germany, France, Italy. I forget what order they go in, but Spain's always first. So I just assumed Spain would have the best national team. I also don't know how they choose. Maybe if I eventually get to the point where I get enough reputation, I can be the manager of some national team. That could be fun. Alright. Passes across the field, tries to switch the play, and fails. D'Amato. Yeah, see, Germany runs kind of the same formation here that I do. Although... who's this guy? Yeah. I'm sure there's a reason for it. And they're up 2-0. I don't know, it seems like that might be the nail in the coffin for Italy. Who in real life isn't even at the World Cup? In real life, they haven't made the World Cup in what, 16 years or something? They haven't made it since they won it? I mean, that might be a little bit extreme. It hasn't been that many times, but I mean, they're not at this one. They weren't at the one in Qatar. They weren't at the one in Russia. It might be 12 years since Italy's been in the World Cup, which seems insane since they're one of the best countries in the world and one of the only the 6 or 7, or I think it's 7 total nations that have ever won the World Cup. But I guess they keep screwing up the qualifying stages. Yeah. Alright, well, looks like Germany's going to pull this one off, which is kind of surprising because they aren't as good in the ratings, which apparently doesn't... I mean, I know from personal experience in this game that that doesn't always matter. But still, kind of interesting. Okay, so Spain still is in this versus Saudi Arabia, which average level 78-83. Average value, though, is surprisingly very even. Only off by a little bit. So... I didn't realize that Saudi Arabia was considered that good in this game. Alright, we'll see who wins this one. Spain probably will win it, but there's a part of me that's kind of rooting for the Saudis because they're not, you know, they're not a powerhouse. Oh, got past one. Oh, that's a penalty! Drained it. Alright, the Saudis are up 1-0. Usman. Interesting. Alright, passes to Afranio. Sound like it was Italian. Oh, and we're tied 1-1. Alright. That didn't take long. Yep, they're going to try the exact same strategy that they did last time. Gets past Villanueva. He gets past this guy. Okay. Okay. Oh, did not get it. Who's shooting that? Abdo? He's got an accuracy of 86. Oh, a defense of 237. Holy crap. That's insane. Defensive 237? My God, I think, what's our keeper got? Defensive 15? Yeah, didn't get through it. 221? Jeez, okay, well. I apologize to Saudi Arabia in this game. I was not familiar with their game. Seriously though, I didn't realize that... That's crazy to me. I didn't realize that the Saudis in this game were considered that good. Alright, Menendez? Is that who they're... Yeah. Okay. I'm not going to try to pronounce that. Juaregi? 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 Maybe. Yeah. Ishak? Plenty of shots in this game so far. Past the whatever that guy's name is, Kyle Poveda. Shakui didn't get it, but he blocked it. Oh, turnover in midfield there. But they got it back. And it's a shame they couldn't get it to this guy over here, Usman. Spain with one more opportunity here before halftime. They're not good at it. Alright, halftime's going to be 1-1. Oh, he's holding on to it. Spain's got a chance. Oh, but they didn't get it. Yeah, all right. Saudi Arabia is back on the ball. Now it's Spain's turn. Yep. Now it's Saudi's turn again. They're bringing a guy from way over there. Why? Oh, he's got the slidey ability. But you still had the waist to entire... What was his control? 82? Yeah, Rafai here has a 110, 106. I don't know. I feel like that was a stupid decision. Especially since he probably could have pressed for free or something. Actually, no, they can't. Wow, they have a defender way out here, huh? Yeah, they do that and then they bring Slidey guy in. That makes no sense. Unless they're just trying to kill time. Which, okay, congrats, you're killing time, I guess. But, I mean, if you're tied with against a superior team, you might as well go to a penalty kick-out. Kick-out? Penalty? Just go to penalty kick shootout. I was like, God, I know I'm missing a word there somewhere. Alright. Long ball, Usman. Ooh, this is looking good. This is looking good. And he didn't get it. I know why they're doing the power shots, because Usman here's got a +4 to his heading ability. And they're hoping that he's going to head this in. Which makes sense. Because his is only 126 control, so... I say only, even though that laps me by 100 times. Yep, didn't get it again. Alright. Probably Spain's last chance here to... Yeah, they're not going to. They ain't going to try. Alright, the Saudis are going to come in. He's going to... Hell. You just gave them one free turn there, dude. Are they going to punish the Saudis for that? They might. They did. There it is. Wow. Talk about incredibly stupid decision that, like, I've never tried to do in my life ever. They committed a foul and gave Spain one last turn. They were so close to just penalty shootout. And they pissed it all away. Good job. Alright, Argentina, Morocco. 77.8, 80, yeah. So Argentina should win this. Allegedly. Alright, here we go. They gonna try the same strat? I don't know. Yeah, probably. They got it! Morocco up 1-0. The other thing I like about watching the computer, which is also new, you used to not be able to watch games. One thing I like watching the computer is seeing the different things that I would never think to do. Like that last play, like having the attacking mid here. Is that what he is? Yeah, having an attacking mid come out here, pull this guy out of position, and then whip it in. Well, that's such a good idea. Which probably seems obvious to some of you who've played the game for a really long time, but I don't know, I'm not super creative with that stuff. I'm just kind of like, holy crap, he shot from there. I'm too, I guess I'm too direct, is what it is. I don't try to do anything too fancy. See if Argentina ties it up here. Yeah, maybe. They got a good chance here. Wow, they pass it out to that guy? Oh, he has a direct shot, though. Yep. See, that's another one where it's like, I wonder if the computer planned that. To have all these guys jostle for position to get the defenders out of place, and then have the guy that's way out here, Sorondo. He's only got a 45 accuracy, though, so I don't really understand why you would try that. And when I say only 45, I mean only 45, because the actual attackers have like 90s and 100s and stuff. Yeah, like this guy, Kaye, 137 accuracy. So I don't know why, if you're going to try to do what they did, why wouldn't you put Kaye out here or something and just pass to him? You know, going back to what I was saying earlier about formations, notice that Argentina has 3 at the back here. I don't remember what Morocco does, but it kind of looks like they do too, to a degree, maybe not. But like, what's interesting is that they have a defensive, an attack, and a left mid. They don't have like a whole thing here, so I don't know, maybe I'll play the formations later in the game. Like later, oh, Morocco scores! They take a 2-0 lead. That might be it for Argentina. Yeah, I might play with formations in the future just to see what happens. Because I've always thought that, like, obviously you're not going to play like a 4-4-2, or you're not going to play like a 3-5-2 or a 4-1-4-1 or any traditional. Oh, by the way, I was just not paying attention. Argentina scored. Holy shit. All right, so it's 2-1. We got a game again. But you're not going to play traditional formations. And I don't know, there's a part of me that feels like if they have like 3 attackers, you got to have like 5 or 6 guys back here. I don't know. Just super defensive minded, I guess. Yeah, alright. I've always kind of wanted to play like 4 attackers for fun. Yeah, actually Morocco has 3 at the back. So they're both playing 3 at the back with 2 wings, which is interesting. I feel like the majority of these really good teams are doing that. Yeah, this is going to fail. Oh, well, he's going to get another shot, though. And he didn't get it, but it went right back to him, so. Yeah, not really a surprise. 35 control versus 148 defense. Argentina's running out of time. If I'm Morocco, I don't even try to score anymore. I just take it out on the outside and I hold on to it. Make them come get it. Which is exactly what they're doing, I think. Alright, if Morocco is smart, they don't try to get the ball here. They just run out of time. No, they're not going to be smart. They're going to actually try to get it. They did. They got lucky. They didn't pull a Saudi Arabia. That's the end of the match. Morocco with the upset. For a second there, I really thought we were going to see it twice in a row, where Morocco was going to slide in, take out the Argentine defender, midfield, or whatever, and then Argentina would score, we'd have penalty shootout, and Argentina would win, and blah, blah, blah. But guess not. Alright, so we got France and Denmark up next. Yeah, 85-70. God. This might be watching Lamps of the Slaughter. We might simulate the rest of it if it gets too out of hand. France with possession first. What's the defenders? 162 to 206. So definitely French defender or goalkeepers. The French goalkeeper is definitely an advantage there. Their best attacker in Denmark was 151, 140 accuracy. Okay, 120, 22, 107. Now this is an interesting guy. He's good at passing. That's why. I don't know. I think Denmark's got the better attackers. How about defenders? 130, 105, 133. 98, 104, 122. Is it the French midfield that's good? I don't know. Maybe Denmark does have the advantage here. She just drained it 1-0 Denmark. Okay, let's go. France to me was the favorites, but just off the top of my head. But I don't... Clearly that doesn't matter. Yep. Yeah, he's got good control here. And it's 1-1. All right. Yeah. Let's see. 98, 104, 122, 133, 105, 130. So defensively, these guys, there's 4 of them too, are better. Yeah. Passing, I mean, he's got a good defensive middle. I don't know. Like I'm looking at the stats, and I think the big difference here is the French goalkeeper is significantly better. Oh, well. And it's 2-1. That's the second time I've said the French goalkeeper is significantly better, and both times he's been scored on. So maybe I should just shut up, or maybe I should keep talking for Denmark. This would be a massive upset. I mean, like, I don't know, it's a massive upset in my head because, I mean, even when we looked at statistically, Denmark's team is not supposed to be anywhere near as good as France's, and it's definitely not worth as much in the game. In real life, this would still be an upset. So, like, it's an upset either way. Yeah? Alright. Let's see if the Danes can hold on. I mean, I actually have no idea who I think is the best team so far in any of these matches. Maybe Germany? But, 3-1! Oh my god! France has got to score again sooner. This game's going to get out of hand. I said it was going to get out of hand, thinking it was going to be the other way around. Okay, 3-2. Well, looks like nobody can play. Nobody can play goalkeeper today, I suppose. But hey, at least we finally got a game with goals in it. So there's that. Yep. So you're going to run in on the inside again. Yep. Oh, but he loses it this time. So that's a real boon for France because maybe if they're able to get it back down to the front. France, just like everybody else, has been playing this formation with 5 defenders, 2 mid, and 4, right? 4, 5, 6. No, sorry. 4. It's a 4-1. They're playing a 5-1-4. Okay, well, at least he didn't score from way downtown. There for a second, I thought maybe he would. They're going to hold on to it right outside the goal? That's insane. Why would you do that? Yeah, Yuri here is going to... Uda is going to come up, and he's got a sliding ability. He's going to slide into this dude. Yep. Now he's got a direct shot. Oof. You got lucky on that one, France, because I really thought you really just screwed the pooch, which you kind of just did there. All right, Uda's out, Holmberg's in. Not that that means anything to us. Ah, well, that was a crazy throw in. Okay. Honestly, if I'm Denmark, I just hold on to it. Well, that works too. Oh, did France just... They just admitted defeat. Holy crap, unless Denmark does something dumb here. Nope. Oh, are they going to round up the score? Nope, but I mean, that's... I don't know why, when you're down by 1 in the World Cup, or just any time, why do you hold on to it in front of your goalkeeper? That makes no sense to me. Like I said, the AI was supposed to be improved, so whatever. Denmark wins. Upset accomplished. Okay, Spain and Germany is our final 4 with Morocco and Argentina, I think, is the other 2. Just go ahead and look at the head-to-head real quick. 83.6, 83.7, but significantly more expensive. Don't understand. Once again, we have learned from watching Denmark and France that literally it does not matter. Alright, tuna hands, a 192.65, Right, the Spanish goalkeeper's really good. I forgot about that. Uh-oh. It's not looking good. Yep. 1-0 Spain. I don't know. I said Germany earlier might be the best team, but I think Spain actually is. 82. Great control, both with cannon shot. Of course, Germany's got some cannon shot guys too, but they also are playing against Spain, who won't really give them a straight look at the goal. So, who knows? We'll see. But just looking at the average scores and looking at the abilities and stuff, I got a feeling Spain's gonna win this one. Hafensteingl. Okay, well, he's got a chance here. And he does. 1-1. Got ourselves a game. Alright, Spain. Olozabal. Franio's coming up to the outside. He's going to come in. Both teams are using the exact same tactics here. Yep. Using a right fielder to come up into the corners here, to cut in, and then try to get past the keeper with a control score. That's what Hafensteingl is going to try to do again. Well, he can't because this guy's blocking it. Yeah. Flores to Liviero. They're just going to hold it midfield. Well, it's like I said, at least we're getting goals. Unlike the first handful of matches we watched where the teams were just like, hey, let's just hold the ball forever. Franio to the outside. He's got to shoot from way downtown. And he's going to get it. Yeah. Franio here has a cannon shot ability. And he's also got a super high... No, he's just got a great cannon shot. And Tuna Hand can't stop it, essentially. So, Germany's only hope would be to essentially play, I think, a backline here. Wouldn't allow Franio or Lozano. Because they both don't really have high accuracies, but they got great control. It wouldn't really allow either of them to... Oh, he's a left too, so like... They both can do the same thing. I think Germany's screwed here, honestly. They're not going to be able to catch up. They're not going to be able to keep up with Spain. Ah, see what they did? They moved to a back line, like I said, so... Because they're getting abused over here. But, problem is, you'll see here in a second, they're going to pass one of these, probably this guy, Franio again. Ah, they went to Lozano. Okay. Ooh, okay. We got ourselves a real shot here. They got it. 3-2. All right, we might have ourselves a game again. Really just depends on what. I mean, I know what they're going to try to do. He's going to cut in. The only thing is he's not allowed to use his ability. Oh, he didn't even get past him. He got denied. All right. Okay, that's a choice. Don't know why you do that. I'm going to bring him in. I got a feeling we're about to see a bunch of time wasting. Okay. Germany's moving it down the field. We'll see. Right, they're going to bring Liviero back in because he's got sliding ability. He got it. I don't know. Yeah, they're going to bring Heimpel in back in again, but yeah, it's the last chance, last shot of the game. Yeah, last shot of the game, they had a guy with a 47 accuracy. They kind of got screwed when they went out to the edge there, so Spain ends up winning. All right, Denmark and Morocco is our last semifinal, which, surprising. Winner gets to play Spain. Winner gets to lose to Spain, probably. That's not fair. Although, like I said, both, I don't know. It really just depends on if you can keep up scoring with Spain. That's the big thing. I don't know if anybody can. Who's who? I'm guessing Denmark's in red? Yeah. Alright, Zachariah is up here. Slides in. Out to the wing. Denmark's playing that, as I've noticed, 3 at the back formation. It looks like Morocco, though, was playing 4, maybe, with a guy here. I don't know. We'll have to see it after halftime. No. On a side note, I'm pretty sure China made the World Cup in this game, which is crazy because I don't know if they've ever made a World Cup in real life. Maybe they have. I don't know how well they did. They definitely didn't get out of the group stage, probably. Yeah, like I said, this got penalty shootout written all over it. I think it always has. I think we only got maybe like 2 shots this entire game. Although... Okay. Morocco's got 1 more turn as long as they don't foul the guy. Oh, God, there for a second I thought you fouled him. You know what's interesting is Spain is in the final. And maybe only because, you don't know how the penalty shoot would go, only maybe because Saudi Arabia decided to do something incredibly stupid. And they allowed Spain to go down and win the game with the last kick of the game. Ooh. Morocco missed that one. Denmark's up 2. 2-1. Okay, it's 2-2. Went right through his legs, 3-2. Oh, that might be it. Denmark makes this, it's over. And he got denied. And he got denied. Wow. Terrible penalty shootout showing from Morocco there. But Denmark makes the final. I'm not going to watch Germany and Morocco. It's the 3rd place match. I'm just going to simulate it. Oh, Morocco took the lead. Morocco's up 2. Morocco's up 3. That's the end of that. Morocco ends up 3rd place in the World Cup in this game. And now for the final. The final that we've been waiting for. The final that everyone predicted. Denmark versus Spain. Spain is way better in money and everything ways, but once again, Denmark was better than France and they ended up pulling it off, so we'll see. Oh, sorry, France was better than Denmark. You know what I meant. Shut up. Alright, Denmark's playing a different formation in the back now. Okay. Oh, he lost it though. I thought he had a real shot there. Yeah, Spain's got the really good goalkeeper. Denmark's is fine. We'll see what happens here. The thing is, I don't know. I don't know if Spain... The left fielder, right fielder thing was what ate whoever was alive. Yeah, I don't know if... We'll see. Oh man, if he could have just gotten it in the Portner here. Okay, Baez takes it from Cure. Villanueva's got it up there. Yeah, they're going to bring Ure in to Slidey. Yep. Is he going to shoot? He does. And it was taken by Barra de Villanueva. Villanueva to Castro. Ah, nope. Yeah, he got it anyway. Alright, let's see who's going to get it now. We're going to bring this guy out. Okay. Going to hold on to it. He is. Alright. Alba Castro is now... Ooh, he's motivated and his stats are insane. But he still didn't get it. He didn't get it 3 times in a row. Holy crap. Oh, his defense is only a 14 when he's motivated? Jeez, that's terrible. We've had 1 shot in this game so far. What an exciting final. Alright. Spain here's kicking us off in the second half. De Viero's up here. He pulls Hjalmarsson out. Oh, we had a shot on goal, but denied by Williamson. Okay. Cure. Silvestre. Cure going to slide in. Yep. He got it. I still got 2 turns left though, so... Okay. Got it to Birch, who is really accurate. He's got a high accuracy score. And he's got rainbow feint. Okay. Portner does too. 1, 2. Portner. Direct shot. Oh, he didn't get it. I thought he had a real chance there to score. All right, well we've had a couple of attempts on goal so far. So there's that. Time's running out. What? I don't understand that, but they just gave Spain a wide open opportunity here, maybe. Intercepted. De Viero takes out the Danish defender. Brandenburg de Cure. Okay, this is the last turn before extra time. Portner's got a wide open shot. Is this it? Is this the moment? It is! Oh my god! Denmark has won it! Oh, it's not over yet. My bad. Oh! Did they just pull off the upset of upsets? Spain's got one last try. Is this... It all comes down to this. And they tied it! Oh my god! 1-1. Oh, penalty shootout. You've got to be kidding me. All right, Denmark. This is for the World Cup title. The goalkeeper went second for Spain? Okay. All right. Denmark's in 2-1. Spain's up 2-2. 3-2. Turn the pressure up to 10 on this. Oh, it's denied! Oh, Spain needs this or they're done and Denmark will have won it. Okay, Denmark can put him away here. Will Winther win it for him? He does! Even after all of that, Denmark is your 2026 World Cup champions. Which is actually kind of funny because they're not even in the World Cup in real life. But they're the World Cup champions in this game, in this playthrough. You know, it was a fairly boring game, I'm not going to lie, but it got exciting there at the end. And yeah, dude, I can agree, I can believe it. I too would fall down and cry after that. Wow, that's amazing. There they are. Look at those guys. Look at this guy. Holy shit. Yep, look at those boys. 2026 World Championship. Denmark is your winner. Alright. Well, that's enough for this episode. Like I said, this was going to be the World Cup episode. Next video, we'll get into more Gen YFC's actual, campaign. I just wanted to do a World Cup thing because, it's in the game. Also, World Cup's currently going on in real life. So, anyways, congrats to Denmark on this. And I hope to see all y'all in the next video. Thanks for hanging out with me.